Dr. Tamara Harville here with a quick tutorial on how to write a summary. I'm going to start with a scenario. If you went to the movies and watched a film that was 2.5 hours long and then was telling one of your friends, if your friend asked you what it was about because you'd never heard of it, you're not going to talk for 2.5 hours. You might talk for 5 or 10 minutes. So you're taking 2.5 hours down to about 5 or 10 minutes. You're telling them the most important parts so that they can get an idea of what the movie's about. That's kind of what a summary is. A summary can be broken down into 3 parts when it comes to writing one. First, step 1 is your introduction. Who wrote it, or who was your speaker? So formally introduce them by first and last name, any credentials they might have, the title of what it is they either wrote, or if it's a speech, what they titled their speech. And then finish that sentence with their main point, their thesis statement. For example, Tamara Harville, doctor in education and professor at Tulsa Community College, explains in her PowerPoint summaries how to write a summary in 3 simple steps. There it is. One sentence that explains who wrote it, what they wrote, and what their main point was. Step 2, just the main ideas. You don't want all those examples, all of those finite details. You want just those main points. So specific dates, probably not important. Specific scenarios, specific examples, those sorts of things. You don't need all that, just the main points that they're trying to get across. Step 3 is the conclusions. Did they solve anything? Did they have any results? What did they conclude? So it depends on exactly what type of summary you're writing as to what kind of conclusion they would have. And then step away. Not step 4, step away. Because you want these summaries to be your words, not theirs. You don't want to quote from them unless your professor asks you to. So if you step away for about 30 minutes, you're going to forget all those little finite details. So when you come back and only write what you remember, that's probably going to be the most important points. And then double check to make sure that you're not copying what they said. Notice my little guy here says, well, I'm sorry, I did not know the sign said no opinions allowed. That's because we don't need your opinion. We don't need to know what you thought of what you read or what you watched. We just need to know what they said. So it's just reporting, but in your own words. So this I got as 5 steps, because first you want to read it and make sure you understand it. Take notes in your own words what they're saying. Then identify their most important points. Then write the summary from your notes, but check it against the original to make sure it's not too closely written like theirs. If it is, write it again in your own words. Change what it is. And then, of course, you definitely want to revise it, edit it, make sure there's no grammatical errors or anything like that. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell on how to write a summary. Thank you.